This video is about active recall, how to do it, how many times, what should be the duration and everything. For example, you took a subject whose video is approximately 6 hours, okay? You took you did the first reading and you did the annotation of that subject. You yourself should do the annotation in the workbook, whatever workbook you are doing. So you should yourself do the annotation. Don't use a already annotated book, because then you are not writing anything, right? So if it is your first read, I'll highly recommend you that annotate it yourself, so that you explain it yourself in a good, in your way which is understandable to you. So first step is annotation, right? And after you do annotate, it might take, like if it's a 6-hour video, it might take you a full day. It's okay with that, because if it's a 6-hour video, it is a major subject, right? So you can take the full day for annotation and it's okay. Now how you will do active recall, you will take a blank PDF, right? The PDF part, and in which you have to write yourself. Okay, for the first time you are doing, you might miss on some things, and you can refer to your annotation, not refer to the video again. Refer to your annotation, refer to your workbook, right? That I have explained myself, and what was the part which I was forgetting. So that is your first step if you're forgetting, and you have to write yourself the entire things. Do it a bit fast. Ideally, you should be in a room and try to teach yourself everything. Try to be in a position of a teacher and try to teach yourself. Try to note it and try to teach yourself the thing. So the first active recall, if it's a 6-hour video and the content, let's say if it's 6 hours also, if the content was for 6 hours, it can take you 6 hours also. The first active recall might take you 6 hours, okay? Don't need to be afraid of that. Ideally, you should be very less than 6 hours, because you're just teaching yourself. You have already done the annotation yourself. Now you just have to fill in the blank things, right? And actually what you are doing is, actually you are learning this way. You are actually passively revising, passively and actively, both. You are actually trying to, what we say, हम याद कर रहे हैं चीज़ें, we are remembering stuff, right? Now the content is becoming a part of you, right? And ideally do it second time also. And suppose there is a thing, like I have done active recall so many times, but suppose there is a concept. Let's say, for example, there are so many classification. Let's say it's Strasbourg, is there is Strasbourg classification, or there is Bismuth classification. So I am not very confident in that. So for that, what you will do, take a paper and try to write it down along with active recall. So there are stuff which, just by one time doing active recall or 2 time active recall, won't remember it for a lifetime, right? You need to remember the stuff for lifetime, not for the lifetime, for the exam basically, right? For a long duration. So you'll write that on a sheet of paper, write it so many times. That's how it becomes a part of you, right? That's how you revise. Ideally you should do active recall 3-4 times, right? It shouldn't be in a day. Like every time you do, your duration should decrease. This is the first time, this is the second time, third time, duration should decrease. You should be more confident with the content, and when you feel that I'm actually very confident, it could be either 3 times, it could be either 4 times. When you feel that yes, I'm very and it doesn't needs to be noting it down everything very elaborately. Just use short forms, don't write the entire sentence, just use short forms, keywords, and try to annotate it. The only logic behind is that how much you have remembered, how much now the content is part of you. And suppose if it's not, always go to your basics. That is the pen paper method. अगर हमें कुछ याद नहीं होता, what do we say कि इसे 10 बार लिख लो, याद हो जाएगा, right? So that is the thing. Write that content 5-10 times, and it would be imbibed. So active recall entirely, it's a process. If it's for a major subject, it should take you 2 days, right? 2 times on one day, 2 times on the other day. And you can, to make it more engaging, in between the active recalls, do some questions, do custom modules of that topic, so that it is more engaging. And try to act like a teacher. You are the teacher, you are trying to teach yourself. Okay, so that is the whole thing of active recall. It shouldn't be done in like I have read one topic and now I will do active recall. This is your testing your very recent memory. Okay, once you complete the subject, now start with the blank PDF and now start doing it, right?